Oden Terrarium seen better days, y'all. But today, finally tear it down. There's a new hard scape. Replanting. By the end of it, he's going to have the jungle he deserves. Let's get at it. This is what the enclosure is looking like now. It's actually starting to grow in a little bit right now too. Did a different backgrounds in this one. I use this stuff I bought online. It looks good. It actually keeps a lot of humidity in there. And this thing looked great at one time too. When I redid it the first time, I'm gonna link the full video up there. I'm gonna try and put a picture or two in here. But it looked like a crazy jungle. But this guy right in here, first dad to all our clutches this season. First dad ever at the Lost Serpents. He was going nuts when it was breeding time, and he tore this thing to pieces. He destroyed all the plants. So we got a box full of hard branches, cork bark. We got plants on deck. Box full of plants here. That they're setting out from the fun part. Gotta get him out. Sometimes you can get all the branches and stuff you can grab onto. I ain't gotta worry about breaking them in today because they're coming out. Let's go. Alright, let's see what we gotta do. Get this guy out. Got some of these branches going through. Want that ink broke. I'm done today. So, get this wood out of the way. There's here on me. Basically, put up what really don't want to place this anywhere that can see a whole bunch of places in this already. So, now I'm just going to keep it off to the side while I get this guy out. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. Probably nervous, you don't know what's going on right now. There's a enclosure part like this, but it made it a million times easier to get them out. The branches and everything in the way, it's a little bit hard. And this right here is the star of the show. This is Oden, father, all the first Ball Pythons that we produced here at the Lost Serpents this year. Oden's banana champagne. Not Oden was just bought for breeding. He was bought as a pet. He's beautiful. I'm glad I bought this particular. I'm glad I bought this particular snake. There's more. I thought I was going to do banana. It's one of the more that don't get the black dots. I bought it with a pet. Was out of breed. Champagne was not a great gene to breed, in my opinion. Had issues at wild issues, issues. I had some issues with it. He used to have striping straight down his back, not striping, but kind of like a freeway stripes, and a longer one, and it was kind of purplish, orangish outlines, orangish, purplish outlines. One of his babies looks just like that soon. We'll throw a picture of him up in here now. So hopefully it colors up a little more. Second shed or so. Here I'll copy it and maybe have heritage or something. But let's get this guy put away. Oh no, utility. It's a copy of that. There we have something else here. Pairing with banana champagne, but we do think we may have a mystery gene floating around in him. If you could do some ivories, I think with ivory, and it's shutting off. Got pictures of them I will throw in too, but banana champagne definitely to black pastel, Mojave, orange, green, hurricane, vanilla. So I haven't been able to find a picture of the banana champagne hurricane. Anybody got one? Send it to me. I'd appreciate it. Anybody got an opinion on what this guy is? Drop a comment. Let me know. Help me out. That's my first season reading. I ain't got no mentor or nothing. I'm doing this all on my own, trying to figure things out from stuff I get online, information I get online. I got a bunch of tools in the hobby. I don't really talk to other people in the hobby yet. That's why I made this YouTube channel. Kind of get myself out there. Hopefully get some connections in this hobby. Beautiful snake though. That little guy. You see the marking, the striping. It looks like a freeway pattern. It does got yellow bells in them. I don't know. You let me know. Drop a comment. See, this is why I didn't want to just take the branches and stuff right out. See, all the isopods in there. There's just a bunch of them just ran. But look at them all. That's his hide. It's a natural wood hide. And there's a ton of isopods in it, so you know all this wood's going to have a bunch of isopods in it too. So I didn't just want to rip it out and have isopods running all over my reptile room. So let me think, where am I going to put this stuff while I do this? Let me figure this out. We got it all separated here. Isopods everywhere. Everything. We don't realize we want to have a better life in here. We want to add some more substrate in here and mix everything up. Give it a good mix. The substrate is well alive, as you see. There's isopods everywhere. There's springtails everywhere too, but everything we need in here. But we're going to add some more, freshen it up. And then we're going to work on this hardscape. What I'm doing here is just giving it a nice mix, a nice refresh and restart with everything mixed up. I'm going to add some new substrate in there. It's fluffy. I'm going to add some of my new substrate in there. Not mine, they're not like I'm selling it or not. I make my own basically ABG mix. You know, it's cheaper than buying it pre-made already. You buy all the materials at Home Depot or stuff like that. I'm going to link it, the video right up there on how to make it. You can check that out and do it yourself, save some money. One of the big things I like to do on the channel is show people how to save money, still give your animals what they need, and have fun, and make this hobby great, and make some beautiful enclosures. I'm going to mix new substrate, all mixed around, so you don't have new substrate all in one spot, old substrate, you get it all mixed in there together. Not that it would really make a difference, I guess, but that's how I like to do it, and give everything a fresh start. And then we're going to get the hardscape in this bad boy. We'll give it a little pitch up to the back, give it some depth. That's enough substrate. That's very high in the back here. Definitely enough in the back. Add a little bit more in the front. It'll all compress over time, so gotta keep that in mind. Yeah. So I can keep my one side where the So the heat is a little lower just so the heat don't have as much work to do to get through all the dirt. Use some moss here, a lot of chunks. I'm going to use most of my moss for the monitor enclosure for the baby Savannah monitor build we got coming up. Went pretty easy. I think I got the hardscape down pretty quickly. And Debbie said it's usually you gotta think about functionality, not just about aesthetics. I had this snake for a while. I kind of know what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, what he kind of uses, what he doesn't use. One big tip: don't ever forget about giving space for the water bowl. I've done that plenty of times. You don't want to do that and the water bowl not fit, the lid not fit, stuff like that. So, that being said, I think this is what I'm going to go with hardscape wise. Got a crazy like root system look going on. That one little branch in the back, I don't know if we're definitely going to do or not. But we're going to get this glued together. Give it some drying time. We're going to use the tissue and super glue method. Alright, and we're back. I let it dry. I got my little helper with me. She's done school for the week. How'd school go?
Good.
How'd your test go? You got your test back, huh? Your first test ever.
Yeah.
How'd you do? Hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Good job. What are we doing today? Whose terrarium we rebuilding? Yeah. So what part of it we at? What we got to do? Yep. Picked all the plants out, right? What did we just do? We brought them down to the root. You gotta bring your plants down to the root like this. Bring it down as much as you can with your fingers. And then rinse the rest with dirt. I mean with water, yeah, with dirt. With water, you rinse the dirt off. You want to get most of that dirt off because you don't know what was in it when you bought them. If any bugs that was in it that you don't want in the terrarium, or any, any pesticides or anything. There's no science to this, man. I just play around, putting the plants where I think they're going to look best. I know how some of them grow. I'm not a plant expert, but I've been doing it a little bit now. I've done a couple terrariums. I got some of the plants figured out. I definitely figured out that if we're Ball Pythons, pathos is one of the best plants you can have. Because it grows through anything. It's technically a weed, I believe. And it can trample it, and it just keeps growing. One of the few plants that do that. These snakes are very big bodied. They just run through stuff. To be honest, I thought I'd have more of that trouble with the monitor, and the baby Savannah monitor is great on plants. Figured that out because he has 4 legs, and that means he's not dragging his body directly across the plants. I'm not going to go with a ton of plants this time because I'm not going to have as much time for this to grow in, and like I said, destroy each plant. So I'm just going to go with a bunch of pathos and some philodendron and let it take its own root. Pretty much that is the game plan. So may look a little bare bones at first. Actually, it won't look bare bones, but not going to be as plain as some of my other terrariums are. This pathos over here, definitely. I like this one here. It's going to be the main bushiest one. I'm going to split it off. Other philodendron grows like a vine as well. I'm going to put that off in a different spot where it's going to hopefully grow up onto some of these branches. And the same with this pathos, because it's already growing. I'll run her a long root. I'm going to feed this one in here. Hope it takes off this way. Alright, this is what we're working with so far. A bunch of pathos in there. In the middle there, a bunch of fluorescent green stuff is philodendron. Hopefully it's going to start wrapping around the branches. Both of them should. They're both pretty much vines. I just want to show y'all this method though that I like to use, especially with pathos. And pathos in the wild, you'll find it growing up trees and stuff. So it'll just literally take root on a tree because it gets a bunch of air roots. It'll take root to the tree and start climbing up the tree and growing the tree. See, pathos with huge leaves in Florida, all over trees, climbing up everything. So what I do is I take moss, I wrap moss around a branch. I'm gonna take these roots, put them in, wrap them up in the moss, put a little more moss on top. Take some Flora water, wrap it around that, and then I'm gonna run this vine of pathos along these branches. And I know it works with this because in the other cake like that, it was already growing like that. So when it gets to that, that's what I'm trying to get ready to get shot when you're doing it. I'll show you when it's done. And that's pretty much what we're going to do for this enclosure right now. Alright y'all, we are finished. Working with it. It's a little hard to see from the front right now. But plants are all over the place. Plants running along branches. That's what I'm talking about there. I got more scraps off the roots of this plant in it. That'll just keep on growing like a vine. Keep wrapping around all them branches. Hopefully these fluorescent green philodendrons do the same with this branch. That spider wood right there. And that pathos, I love that pathos. It's either Snow White pathos or something. That'll just keep going over there, go crazy hopefully. Got some back in the corner back there. A little philodendron down there. Trying to see. I know he will destroy some of these. Bottom line. I know he's going to destroy some of these plants. But that's what you gotta do. I mean, if not, I had to put a ton of effort into it. It still looks great. It still looks really good. You destroy some, so be it. That's what you know you're getting into when you got big body Ball Pythons and Ball Python Terrarium. You're gonna have to replant them every couple months. And there's a little bit of a smaller enclosure. I want to get them a little bigger one. But for now, I got tired of looking at the way it was. It was so good before, man. So good before. Like I said, I'm going to throw a link to that video up in the corner right there. Check it out, man. That thing looked great before I put him in there, and he went in the breeding mode, and he just destroyed everything. He did not stop moving because he was trying to get to the female. But, I got tired of looking at it there. So I threw some plants together for now, for the meantime, so I get around to doing the new cage. I gotta do the baby Savannah monitors upgrade, and I want to get to rescue Leopard Gecko into a better enclosure too before I get to that. So for what I did, I threw it together. It looks really good in my opinion. You let me know some plants that y'all would use in a Ball Python Terrarium. Like I said, I want to get something and build it a really nice terrarium. Something that's not going to destroy plants. Link some animals down drop some comments. Drop some animals down there that will not destroy enclosures that I can build a nice terrarium for. And I really want to work with some different species coming up soon, so that would be a big thing. We get some ideas. I think we got giant day geckos, I don't know. You let me know, give me some good ideas, man. I need some engagement anyway. So drop in the comments. Let me get a like if you like this build. Let me get a like if you see the effort I'm putting in. My daughter wants to say something. Oh, what we say when it's time to say goodbye? Bye.